Here's our little minute think and write. You can get a piece of paper, if you've been taking notes, you can write this in your journal. You can put this in your notes on your phone, whatever's easiest. But take a minute, and you can pause this if you need, to write down all the ways you can think of that you would check or validate that somebody has learned something. So obviously we know paper and pen test, but think about what other ways, in addition to like a paper and pen test, can you check or validate the learning of somebody or your kid. So take a minute to do that. Great job. So let's see if any of your ideas match up with some of the things that I've thought of. I have always been a little out of the box on this, and even when I taught in the classroom and with the courses that I've begun creating, the Mentor Mindset courses, I'm a huge believer of offering a lot of different ways for my students to show that they've learned. I was never a fan of making everybody do the exact same thing. If we had projects or they had to show learning, I gave them a lot of options. So these are some of the things that I've done or some of the things that I know work. So have a conversation. Sometimes kids are not good test takers, or they just don't remember the very specific details. But if you talk to them, you know that they studied, or you know that they know the material. They just might be missing that one specific little fact. So if you just have a conversation, very non-threatening conversation, they don't even realize that you're looking to see what information they know, and they're just calm. They're not stressing. They're not trying to think if they're going to say the wrong thing. They just talk about it because it's there. The information's there most of the time. And if not, then you'll be able to really pick up where they're lacking and provide that information. You can role play. I love role playing. We like to do a lot of role playing, drama, acting out things. But you can role play characters in a book. You can role play acting out something they've learned, a skill, or there's all kinds of things that you can do for role playing. Portfolios. I will be promoting and teaching you guys how to do and create portfolios, because it's just it could be a portfolio book, paper book, or a digital portfolio where you just kind of track progress. So like in sign language, I always like to have the kids make a video at the beginning of class or before certain lessons, showing what they know or don't know or what their skills look like, and then again at the end or throughout, so that you can see that before and after progress of what they're learning. That's similar to pre-test and post-test, but a lot of times the pre-test and post-test are just kind of questionnaires. So you could do those on Google Drive. You can do Google Forms and just say, hey, this is just a little questionnaire on what you know, so I can see how much you learn after we're done and see where I need to fix the lesson, and put it back on you as a parent. The kids feel better about that. Like, it's not that you're measuring them, but you're measuring you. What did you present enough information for them? Did what they go over, was that enough to help them learn? Or it'll help you see where their learning gains were the biggest. And maybe you can figure out from that, oh, well, in this area, my kid really learned a lot and he was watching videos, so he must really learn better from videos. So there's a lot of things. You can use pre and post tests, just don't make them a big deal. Hands-on projects are great, poems and songs, videos. Let your kid make TikToks about what they're learning. They'll think that they're just making TikToks to teach everybody else, and you'll be marking down, oh, look, see, my kid knows all about this. Look, they're making TikToks and teaching other people. There's so many untraditional ways to measure momentum, and I call it measuring momentum because it's a forward movement. You're making progress. You're moving forward. So I hope that helps. Let's see what the next thing is.